Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of ItsYourseason.life. This is the Eating More Veg series. So I've been a little delinquent for a couple of weeks, wrapping up my new cookbook that's getting ready to go out on Amazon as a big, beautiful, glossy paperback. It's called Veg Around the World. I have to put a plug in for it. Veg Around the World, 50 global inspired recipes for you. But today I want to talk about how do we eat more veg when it can really be overwhelming because all of a sudden there's so many choices of what to eat. It's mind-boggling. So I'm going to give you some tips of what I do for breakfast and also for other meals of the day, and hopefully you will find them helpful. So let's get started with breakfast. I see this a lot on Facebook posts with different groups of what can I eat for breakfast because I'm used to eating eggs and bacon or eggs of some sort, sausage, waffles, muffins, whatever. So I'm going to run through what I do for a couple days a week. So and sometimes there's flex on this, but I put this list on my refrigerator so I can remember not to eat the same thing every day for a couple reasons. One is it gets boring, but the other is just changing and adding some diversity to the nutrition for the week. So what I start with on Monday is some kind of oatmeal. I do like steel cut oats, and I will tell you that took a little bit getting used to eating steel cut oats. I think what helped was going to Ireland and eating them there, but also understanding how to cook them and deciding what my preference was for steel cut oats. Yours might be mushier, some people's are creamier. I like to do mine for 6 minutes in an Instapot and I'm done. And then I take that oatmeal, and I learned this from a friend of mine, Martha, who put hers in cupcake tins and froze them, and then I just pull one out and I'm good to go for 4 or 5 weeks because Monday is oatmeal day. Tuesday, I eat some type of yogurt with fresh vegetables. I wish. Tuesday is yogurt day, and I generally like Kite Heel, but you will find whatever yogurt, plant-based yogurt that you like. I prefer Kite Heel when I can get it, and put fresh fruit and granola and then honey from my bees on top. So it's Tuesday. Wednesday is very similar. I like to make chia pudding, and I may not have the proportions quite right, but generally it's about 1 to 4, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and 4 tablespoons or maybe even more of plant-based milk. And you put that in the refrigerator the night before, shake it up, and magically you have pudding the next day. So that's Wednesday is chia pudding with fresh fruit and honey. And Thursday is pretty simple. I usually have a whole grain cereal of some type. Some people say, ooh, processed, yuck, but I like my bran flakes. I'm going to go with that. Sometimes I do shredded wheat. There's different kinds of cereal. You can do a granola, you can do a whole grain granola, but looking here at my picture that I have on my refrigerator, it says just cereal. So it's cereal day. Friday's kind of open, and Saturday, so I might flex back. I might even I like to make omelets out of Just Ag, and I also have a new product from freefromthat.com that is a potato protein product that you can make omelets out of. It could be maybe there's something special. We want to have waffles for some reason. Could be anything. So it's Saturday special. And then Sunday is always avocado toast because that's the day my husband makes me breakfast. On Saturday, he bakes his sourdough bread. And then on Sunday, we have avocado toast with tomatoes and have that for breakfast. So that's pretty the lineup through the week. Monday's oatmeal, Tuesday's yogurt, Wednesday chia, Thursday cereal, Friday is open, Saturday is special, and Sunday is avo. So when I kind of forget or I'm always eating the same thing, I make this list just so that I can follow it and have just some diversity in my meals. So I'm going to talk to you now about what we do for lunch or dinner. It just depends. Like sometimes I get stuck and I'm like, what are we going to have? So there's a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to do another podcast with cuisines because I think that's important. But also, so this is a way to think about meals or structuring your week so you don't have to think about it quite so hard. We all know about Meatless Monday. So I start out with Meatless Monday. Sometimes that is our whole foods, plant-based, absolutely everything whole lunch. Sometimes it's beans and rice with different cuisines. We'll talk about that in the next podcast. But it's some kind of meatless Monday, and majority of the time we're doing spinach and beans and greens and something that's meatless, but it's probably got some leftover vegetables from the week before and we're eating them up. There's no aha moment on that one other than Meatless Monday. Let's just hang with that one because Taco Tuesday is coming up on Tuesday. And so Taco Tuesday has actually evolved into more like anything in the Southwest Tex-Mex cuisine. So it could be a taco salad, not necessarily a taco. It could be a burrito that is kind of taco-y. Has taco cheese, taco vegan cheese, and taco sauce, and taco spices, and taco meat or not meat. So that one varies. So sometimes I do use some of the frozen meat crumbles because they're so good on the market, and just so it looks like a taco. But then sometimes we just strictly do beans and kale mix and some brown rice and corn and avocados and all those things. That cilantro, very important, that starts making things look or taste in the taco family, I will call it. Wednesday has evolved from just Walk Wednesday to Wrap Wednesday. So sometimes for lunch, I will do a really super fast semi-walk stir fry or dinner. Doesn't really matter. This is just in case I'm like, what can I do? I can look at Wednesday and it's Walk Wednesday or Wrap Wednesday. Sometimes the walks are full-on stir fries. Sometimes they're kind of partial where I like part cooked vegetables and then engaged with some that are not quite so cooked. So variations on a theme of what you can do with Walk Wednesday, and then of course a wrap. So that wrap can go Asian, it can go Italian, it can go Greek, just Indian, you can use naan bread, you can use anything for a wrap. So it's just one way that I'm like, we don't eating wraps every day, we're not eating soups every day, but it gives me some context of what to go by. Thursday is Throwback Thursday, so I took that one and went with it. So that could be a bean burger day, kind of throwback to something that looks like what we used to eat. It could be a really beautiful, crusty sandwich that has vegan sliced meat on it and vegan mayonnaise and tomato. I don't know why I have this lovely memory. The best sandwich I ever had was in Paris with crusty French bread and ham and literally mayonnaise and tomato, and that was it, and it was fabulous. So that sometimes that comes up on Throwback Thursday, just something that's memorable, and I give myself the luxury of enjoying something that looks like what I used to have. Let's not beat ourselves up. I'm getting a lot of whole grains through the week and whole foods. So Throwback Thursday could also be vegan mac and cheese. There's some great ones on the market. I learned how to make a wonderful creamy cheese sauce with lots of good protein in it and flavors in my vegan cheese class. You can use whole grain pasta. You can put some beans and chickpeas in it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be just the old, box-looking mac and cheese. You can go lots of ways with it. You can put bacon tofu on it. It's just totally yummy. So lots of things you can do with Throwback Thursday, and that's really the day to go, what are some things that I enjoyed? Maybe it could be pizza. Just something that I enjoyed that is vegan now and I can enjoy. Friday is, we almost always do Fish Friday now. There are some amazing fish replacements on the market now. My favorite, there's no plug for this, but my favorite is Gardein. It's the strangest, I don't know how they do it. I'm not sure I want to know how they do it, but it tastes like the best unfishy fish ever, and it comes in these cute triangles that you could put either. I like to make a fish taco out of them with purple cabbage and cilantro and a little vegan remoulade. It's outstanding. It reminds me of a restaurant that I used to go to in Texas called Tortugas that had fabulous fish tacos with cilantro, purple cabbage, and remoulade sauce. It was fabulous. So now I get to have that and not feel guilty. And then Saturday is just kind of a special thing. Saturdays and Sundays tend to be times that I like to just play around and cook. So some of these ideas are really for midweek when we're rushed. Maybe we're working or we're busy with family or we're on boards and volunteering, and we need some way to quickly think about what to eat, not to work. We work enough to eat. And so I hope these 5 tips of Meatless Monday, Taco Tuesday, Walk or Wrap Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, and Fish Friday will work for you. Or just take a riff off it and say, I don't like hers, but I'll make it my own. So I have something visual to look at and know what I can make for cuisine. Actually, today is Friday, May the 20th, and no, I did not do fish taco. I just realized I made a really good guasquas chili because it's getting ready to snow here in Colorado on May 20th, and I thought we needed some comfort food. So I used up some smoked hatch chilies and some smoked tomatillas and smoked onions from the freezer and made a really beautiful guasquas chili that is actually in my next cookbook. I have to throw that out. But we did not do fish tacos today. So I hope you enjoyed these quick tips. I'm trying to keep these podcasts down to 10 to 15 minutes, including the lovely intro and closer. So shoot me an email or an idea for what you do. Just check me out on my website and through podcast, through Podbean. You can certainly shoot me a message on Instagram. You can send me an email at lisa@ItsYourseason.life. You can respond in the podcast notes. Maybe something you do to kind of keep yourself on track and you're not eating the same thing. Have some variety in your meals. And just enjoying being plant-based, because I tell people, when you go plant-based, there is such a variety, you almost can't figure out what to do, where to even get started once you understand the variety of produce and grains that you have at your disposal. So have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and stay tuned, and there will be another podcast coming up soon. Thanks so much. That's a wrap for today. We've so enjoyed you being with us. I hope you learned something new, got some inspiration, and you are ready to move forward with your own new season. Remember,